Okay, so a lot to go over. For those of you that were not at conference over the weekend, you missed out. It was so much fun, so much information, so many new things happening. Compensation plan changes. It's easier to rank up, which means more money, less structure. We have, if you purchased anything in January, you have 7 $20 codes to give out for new distributors. So their beginner kits are $20. And we'll go over some other things later in the night, or the Zoom. I just sounded like we were going to talk till midnight, but we're not. Yeah, if you had PPV as well. Okay, so I'm going to pass off it to Carly right now. She's going to talk about esuite. There's a few new people on here that aren't familiar with esuite, so for those of you that are familiar, just hang tight. We'll get to the good stuff. I just want to run through that so that everybody can know where everything is, what to look for, and things like that.
All right. Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Everyone hear me? Okay, great. All right. I should have been prepared. I'm pulling up my Google Chrome right now. Sorry, guys. My computer is so slow. But yeah, I'm just going to go over some of the basic stuffs in eSuite that I use every single day, stuff that you can really utilize, really good resources, especially if you're a newbie. I clung to eSuite so much when I was a newbie because it's so useful if you really know everything that's in there. And the way that I was taught was that we checked eSuite. If we couldn't find eSuite, then we asked our upline. And so I was so big about eSuite. And so I just want to show you guys some stuff if my computer ever loads. Okay, here we go. Yeah, if anybody that didn't make it to conference last year, you gotta come, or this past year, you need to come next year because, oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. It's so exciting just being there too when they announce like product releases or these promotions. For instance, we had people on our team that promoted last month, like Lakin promoted Double Diamond, and then we were sitting in the arena and they were talking about the rank up bonuses, and come to find out they kept it for the people who promoted in January. So she found out sitting there that she earned a $15,000 bonus. So it's just really, really cool being in a room full of people who are so passionate about the same things that you're passionate about. And it's really something that like you just have to experience. Okay, I'm logging into eSuite. Right, I should be able to show you guys my screen. Okay. Oh, can you guys see my screen? Yeah? Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, so when you first log in, so obviously, you go to esuite.itworks.com, and then it asks you to log in. The login is going to be your username. If you are so brand spanking new, you don't know what that is, you can find it in your email. When you signed up, they'll email you, and it has your distributor ID. So you'll just put that in with the password that you created at the time when you signed up, and then this is the screen that you're going to see. This is your home page. something really cool. If you go over here and you look at your performance overview, it will show you this month so far what you have as far as like volume and everything. I don't know what this, I don't really ever use this volume page. So it just talks about your personal bonus volume. And my auto hasn't run yet, so I'm not commission qualified. Okay, so some things that I really utilized in here was my document library when I first signed up. It's right here. And what you can find in here, you can see that my computer is very slow. I was not lying. You can find all kinds of good stuff. So for starters, the first thing that I noticed in there was like your product info sheets. So anytime when you have somebody that's interested in the products, but they're curious what the ingredients are, or if they have high blood pressure and they're not sure if they can take it, the first place I will always go is my document library. And then I go up to the search bar and I just type the product in. So let's say like the cleanse. So I'm going to type in cleanse and it's right. Oh, that's cleanser. So right here, cleanse product info sheet. So I'll go ahead and download it. And then you'll just hit open. And then here's the product info sheet. So they have it for all the products. So it talks about all the supplement facts, suggested use, important tips, and it even has the frequently asked questions, which I really, really love because a lot of times the questions that they're asking are on this page. So you can go here and then look at them. So try to always check here. If you guys don't know something, check in your document library because it helps so much. And then another thing that I love in here is the charts. So let's say you're going for Ruby. It has the Ruby chart. It's right here, this last one. So you'll download it again. Or once you have them downloaded, if you just open up your documents, then you can go to your download file and find them there. And then open. So this is where you're going to find your chart. So this is where I always go when I print out my charts. Every month I make new charts for my team. And I just go in here and this is where I print them out and I literally fill them out for my team. I highly suggest that you always fill them out for yourself, but eventually you start filling them out for your team too. So this is where you go to print them out. So that's really, really useful. And then what they've recently done is put the certificates in here, which you guys won't use a lot of. And then you can find a lot of stuff over here in your document library. Actually, if you look over to the left, you see all these tabs. So really there's a lot of different stuff on there, self-print stuff. So they even have like training and building stuff. I know they have like the 100s list. I used to do this. Kind of forgot about this honestly until I just got in here and was looking at it because I don't, maybe they took them off there. Okay, well, really, I mean, all that it is I also just do it on notebook and paper, like your 100s list. You can just, actually, I don't know if anybody got the planner. I don't know if Annie did. I know Annie's on here. But I love it because it actually came with a little book that says my 100s list. And it's really cool. But anyways, you can even track that stuff just in notebook. I use my notebooks literally religiously. I don't go anywhere without them. So those are just some really good things in your document library that I use all the time. Oh, can you still see my screen? Yeah? Okay, something popped up across the top. I didn't know if it was. Okay. Something else in here that we use all the time is our reports. So this is where I use reports daily. If it will load, I'm going to show you guys Tree Viewer. So Tree Viewer, it's right there on the bottom in the center. Now this is where you can go and see all your, if you check mark this box where my arrows, it says show loyal customers. You want to click that. So that's going to show you all the loyal customers that have been underneath you. And then you can see all your distributors. So the loyal customers are in blue and then distributors are in gray. And so you can click down and see like all of your downline, all their loyal customers and stuff. So this is really beneficial because when you're counting volume for promotions and stuff like that, or if you just even want to see like what their orders are, you can go in there and you can see like this person ordered back in March. She signed up for the cleanse, and then when she ran her auto the next month, she decided to do the wraps because we were doing a BOGO. So she did that. Oh no, she placed a one-time order, I'm sorry, for the BOGO wraps on the 2nd. And then for her auto shipment on the 8th, the next month, she did the hair, skin, and nails, and then got fab wrap for the body wraps. And then for her 3rd month, she did the fat fighters, and then she turned her auto off. So it shows you their history. I love that. And it's just really helpful, like I said. So when you're counting volume, even when you're going, so like say you're going for Ruby, you're going to want to go to your distributors and you're going to want to count to see what your auto ship forecast basically is going to be for that month, because you're going to want to see what volume that you need to push for in order to go for your promotion. So really, really useful. Literally, I get into my tree viewer every single day and look at it. Another thing that I use all the time is my downline activity. I think it's downline activity, or maybe it's downline orders. Hold on. There's 2 different ones. Okay, that's not it. Okay, downline orders. Okay, so I literally check this every single day too, because it literally will show you all the orders in your downline that have been placed. So I love this because, like for instance, so I'll like click on that one, let's say, and it'll tell me who had signed the loyal customer, or if it's been moved. Yeah, I was gonna say, or if it's been moved, it'll say whoever it's moved under. But it's just, again, a really good place to go because you can see all the activity that's happening in your downline. Every time you see a customer that you sign, you'll see them pop up in here, or anybody that's on your team. So I see all the enrollments that Claire makes, that Caitlin makes. I see all the enrollments that all of you guys make, basically. So really, really useful just so that you can know what volume's getting brought in. So I use that every single day also. What's something else that I use? Oh, something that I just wanted to lightly talk about because Claire was talking about the promo codes. Let me just scroll up. It's just easier. So I'm just going to go back to reports. If you don't know what your promo code is yet, if you go to your reports, my computer's going to load. It's going to be on the top right here, the promo code report. So this is where you can see we got 20 codes. When we bought our conference ticket, I only used 10 of them. Here's my newest code right here. And here's the 7 of them, and I've used 2 so far. And if you were at conference, they doubled it. So next week I'll get an additional 7. So that's really cool. And then depending on, I'm not even going to go into that. So basically, if you don't know what your promo code is, then you can just look there. And if you do not have eSuite, then you can check your email. They should have emailed you on the email that you signed up with your promo code on there also. Trying to think if there's anything else. I think that was pretty much the majority of what I wanted to go over, just the basic stuff. I do know that there's the training academy. I don't know if they took out the videos. I know that they were putting new ones on the Connect app, which is another thing that I just wanted to lightly talk about. So they still have them. They're a little outdated, but for the most part, they're still pretty good. The newbie ones, I wouldn't go into like the emerging leaders or any of that stuff, but the newbie ones, you probably would still get a lot of good info. Like Let's Getting Started, I'm pretty sure, is about like what a loyal customer is and all that stuff. So you could get in there. But what I wanted to say was Lachelle posted a video. We have a group called the 90-Day Push. It's like a 90-day run page, basically, where everyone's just sharing what they're doing, what's working for them. And in order to be in the group, you have to be committed to really taking your business seriously. And so, but Lachelle posted a really good video in there because they just did a ton of updates to the Connect app. And she posted in great detail all the new features and stuff like that. So I didn't really want to go over that. But if you wanted more info on that, reach out to either Claire and I, and we can add you into the page and then direct you to that video. So other than that, I think I'm going to have Claire talk about Host to Post because she is killing it. Literally signed 2 loyal customers today alone, strictly from Host to Post. So let me figure out how I take my screen off. Are we good? Yeah. So if you just want to talk about what you've been doing to sign customers, what product you're doing for your host to post, what scripts you're using, even maybe if you want to even forward it off to me, then I can put it in the chat or something while you're talking or whatever. So you just do your thing.
So I am going to send you what I'm using. So for anybody that was tagged in Freedom Over Fear, like on teaching you how to, please don't do that. Chris is standing behind the computer making faces at me so that I laugh. So in Freedom Over Fear, there's a post that tells you the basics of host posts and how to get them. That is, it tells you to use the "Hey Girl" question option, but I find that nobody really answers that. I feel like people are more inclined to answer if you just get to the point. So I have a script that I use. I'll send it to Carly, and then I'll read it. It just says, "Hey girl, would you be interested in posting a status to Facebook that I give you to copy and paste? I'll handle all the comments and enter you into a raffle for a free body wrap at the end of the month." That is kind of what people answer to more often than not. If we're doing, I just want to segue a minute. If you get entered into the 90-day run page, or if you're in it already, make sure that you're giving money to be in the giveaways, because that is where we get a lot of host posts from. They will literally last you the whole month. And this month they're talking about giving away something big like an iPad or something. So it's $10. You have to pay Lachelle by midnight tonight, but I would definitely get on that because you'll definitely get a lot of host posts. So my non-negotiable every day is 5 host posts. And honestly, that's pretty minimal. If you're just starting out, 3 to 5 is, comfortable, because sometimes you get some that really blow up, but more often than not, they're duds. And that's fine. I was talking to Carly this morning, and I had 6 host posts up yesterday, and only 3 of them got comments. There was a lot of comments on those, but it's, not a lot. Another thing on Freedom Over Fear is that the host post that they teach you to use is the cleanse post. Great feedback on that one. I 100% keep using that one, but for right now, I've been using a new Thermify X one, which has been giving me personally a lot of traction. I'm going to send that to Carly right now. So that one is, if you could take 2 pills a day for the next 90 days and, it's raining, and lose at least 31 pounds, would you try it? P.S. It's clinically proven. That one has been getting a lot of comments, but I will advise that I'm also getting a lot of negative comments because nobody is taking the chance to talk to you about it. Everybody thinks that you're trying to promote this little magical pill. So I'm thinking about trying to reword that in some way so that people know that it needs to be combined with diet and exercise for it to work, because the negative Nancys, they're out there. Okay, so when somebody comments on I'm going to go with the Thermify X one for right now, because all of the scripts that you are to use with the cleanse one are in Freedom Over Fear. But I want to give everybody a chance to know what this one is. So the response when somebody comments on the post is really long. I'm not going to read it all. Hopefully Carly can fit it all. But basically you say, "Hey, I saw your comment on blank," whoever's name it is. Make sure you're putting that name in there because it makes the post more personal, or the message more personable. But it's just about, it's called Thermofite X. We can make claims of an average of 31 pounds in 90 days. Perfectly natural, offers 2.5 more weight loss than just diet alone. This is proven with a lower calorie diet, vegan, soy-free, dairy-free, and non-GMO. And then it just says, would you be willing to test this for me? And I'll give you my discount to order. Super cheap deal right now as well. And then it just says, I need 5 models and I can trust your opinion, but it will sell out soon. That is what I send first. And more often than not, the next question is how much. So the next message is, it's normally $70, but for this promotion, it's only $36, which is my personal discount. You also get that discount on all my products for life, and I waive my $50 starting fee, which for those of you that don't know, if people sign up and don't become a loyal customer, they have to pay a $50 membership fee. So we just tell them that we're waiving that. You would simply place your order this month, 1 in March and 1 in April, to get that huge discount. How does that sound? So yes, Paxton is playing with a toy. So that's that. Then I kind of give it a little bit. My go-to is 2 to 3 hours. I wait 2 to 3 hours, and if they've read it but haven't responded, I follow up and I say, hey, just wanted to check in and see if you're ready to place an order. I've been having people, I have to wait till Friday. I have to, talk with my husband, all the excuses. But then I've had people not answer that. So, I did a Zoom not too long ago. I see your comments, Jacqueline. I did a Zoom not too long ago about what I do with host to posts. I like to follow up 3 times. Once being the same day that I ask them about it, then the following day, and then a 3rd day. On the 3rd day, the message that I send is, hey, sorry, don't mean to bug you. Just wanted to know if you were still interested in placing an order. Please let me know if you'd like to be taken off my follow-up list. Because you don't want people to start thinking that you're just annoying them and you don't care about them. You only care about making a sale. So I just always tell people, please let me know if you'd like to be taken off my follow-up list. Sometimes people say yes. Sometimes people say no. But I have signed 2 loyal customers just today with this. Last month when I was doing it, I signed 4 loyal customers in one day. It's honestly, the Thermofite X one is really good. And while we can still use it, we should be using that one instead of the cleanse. And something that I want to touch on with host to posts, when you're asking people to do them, there's going to be a ton of people that read your message and don't respond. There's going to be a ton of people that say, no, thank you. You just have to stay positive. You have to keep pushing through. Make sure that you're expanding your network every day. That is 100% important. I try to get at least 10 people to accept my friend request on Facebook. I was just telling Jacqueline about how I do this a few days ago. What I like to do is I find somebody that I don't have any mutual friends with, because you don't want to be adding people that are also friends with other distributors. You don't want to be taking their potentials away. So find somebody in a different city that you're not friends with, have no mutual friends with. Paxton, stop. Sorry. Where was I? Okay, so no mutual friends. Friend request them. Go to their Facebook profile picture. Go to all of their likes. Add 3 to 5 people that you think would be pretty. Check their Facebook. Make sure they're not in any other network marketing companies. Make sure that they're not posting like, oh, woe is me, everyday negativity. We don't want negativity. Make sure that they think they'd be good for you think they'd be good for the business, and add them. Then go to the last person that you added on that and go to their Facebook profile picture, add 3 or 5 people from their likes, and it just keeps going and going and going. I'm not gonna lie, I send out maybe 40 to 50 friend requests a day and only get like 10 to 15 to actually accept it. But it works. It really helps. You always want new people seeing your Facebook, and new faces looking at what you're posting. So let's see. Oh, okay. So along with expanding your network in the Instagram area, there is an app called Captivate for people that have iPhones. I'm not sure what it is for Android, but for iPhone people, it's Captivate. This is 100% gold. Let me just tell you that today I followed 250 people, and out of that 250 people, 30 have followed me back today. So it's super easy. Oh, sorry. Come here. Be quiet. Now he's just playing with me. So Captivate. Let me see if I can do a quick tutorial. I'm gonna kill you. So this is what the app looks like. And it kicked me out, so I have to sign in again. Stop. Thank you. Okay. This is the home page. This is what it opens up to. It's the Discover page. It's usually like people that are super popular. Is the squeaking like really bad? Can you guys like really not hear me? Okay. I'm holding his ball right now and he's not happy about it. Okay, as long as you guys can hear me, that's all I care about. So the Discover page, it's usually people that are really popular, but there's Discover, Search, Following, and Settings. So I usually go to Following, which is the 2 little people down here. And I go to somebody that I recently followed, because you kind of just go off of, kind of like the Facebook thing, you kind of just go off of somebody that you've recently followed. So today, this girl followed me back, so I'm gonna go to her page. So to go to that person's page, you click on their picture and hold it, and it loads you to their Instagram. Then you can click on their followers up at the top. It's loading. Then from here, it shows you everybody that is following them. So you can kind of just like go down the line and, click on somebody's profile, make sure that they're not in another network marketing, same thing you would do for Facebook. But let's go to this girl and see. Okay, so this girl actually has a private, if somebody's profile is private, you're not allowed to look at their followers. So it comes up as a completely white profile. So let's see somebody that has public, just so I can show you guys. I love private too, but just for the sake of showing people how to do it. Okay, so apparently this person follows like only people that are private, so. But okay, let's just say I wanted to follow this girl. You click once, it pops up that it kind of goes like a little shade of blue. And then up here in the top right, you have actions, and you hit follow. And you can either start now, depending on how many people you have like lined up off of this one person, or you can say add to local queue, which is what I do. So I did that today until my queue was at 250. So to check what your queue is at, you go back out of the app and into the settings tab. Pending queue is local actions, and there's still some people that I haven't followed yet today. So you hit actions, execute local actions, and then it'll follow all of those people for you. So 10, 15 minutes, and you can follow 250 people. I think it took me 20 minutes to get the queue up to there and to get all the actions executed. So, Jacqueline, to answer your question, yeah, okay, Carly did it. Yeah, I always go to their profile and I always double check and make sure that they're not like some weird like sex account, like, but so that's that. And then I guess I'm just going to unmute Carly and we'll add some stuff in together.
Hey, I just wanted to touch on that. I know I just typed it out, but something like really important about that is I always keep my profile private for that reason, because as much as I can go and follow people, I won't accept anybody till I look at their profile first. And so you automatically will know if they're a fake account when they request you, and then I'll just delete them right then and there before they can even see any of my stuff. So I would just try to make sure your account's on private. I love doing that too, just because I kind of had mentioned when she had something about private, I love private for the sheer fact that, I don't know if you guys know, but like when you follow people, if they are private, it will give you, or if they're private, when you request them and they accept it, it gives you a notification and it'll say like, if you have your notifications for your Instagram on, I don't have any right now. Oh gosh, my screen is so bright. I don't know if it'll adjust. But it will give you like a notification, and as soon as it notifies me, I will swipe it and I go to their profile and I literally will like 3 or 4 of their pictures and then comment on one, and then they're always like, who is this chick? Like, do I know her? Why is she commenting on my stuff or whatever? Or like, because I always comment super positive things. Like I'll be like, oh my God, I love your hair or whatever. Like, cute outfit, where's that from? Then they're like, oh, this girl's showing love. Like they want to know who you are and they want to follow you back. So 8 times out of 10, I get a request back. Like I literally do. And so that's a really good technique that I used to love doing. And then we all got kind of sketched out about Captivate and we stopped using it. But I was getting like 30 to 50 followers a day by doing that. I would literally go and follow like 250 people, add it to my queue, and then I would execute them. And then throughout the day, like I would get follow requests trickle in, and then I'd be laying in bed and I'd go to my follow requests and I'd have like 35 follow requests and just go and accept them all and then go show them all some love and heart all their posts. And then you just keep growing from there. And it's really not hard. It's really simple. The hardest thing is being consistent about it, guys, and doing it every single day. I will do it like before I get out of bed in the morning. I will go and follow 250 people and put it in my little queue. And then throughout the day, it will follow those people. And then by the time I go to bed, I just make sure I accept them and then go show their post some love, guys. It's just consistency. That's really what it is. Yeah, so it's like a little mystery. Like Claire said, they're inclined to know like what you post, like what your stuff's about when you're liking all their stuff. So I just wanted to say something about that. Now I wanted to talk about expanding. I used to do this on Instagram and I don't do it as much anymore, but I kind of do it on Facebook now, but it's called like geotagging. And I first heard about it when I went to a boot camp from Clare Flores, and I'm like obsessed with her. And ever since then I've been doing it and it's been working really well. So what I will do is I will literally go to Google and I'll just be like, cities in Arizona. So let's say Phoenix, right, guys? So then I'll type in coffee shops in Phoenix, Arizona. So it'll give me like 3 or 4 like top coffee shops in Phoenix, Arizona, I literally would go to Facebook search bar and type that coffee shop in. And then people who have posted about there or taken pictures and tagged it there, you can see all that stuff. And I've just been adding that way to expand because I want to expand in different states now. So I'm just doing it like city by city and just adding a couple people. And then once those few people accept your friend request, it's kind of hard sometimes to get those first like 4 or 5 people when you have 0 mutual friends. But once you get those first couple ones, you literally just you'll go to their profile picture, and then you do the same thing that Claire talked about. You'll add 3 or 4 girls from their who have liked their most recent profile picture, so you know that they're active accounts, and you just keep doing that over and over again. And so then that's how I'm expanding in different cities, guys. And I'm able to get people from different states to join my team or to become loyal customers. So that's really neat. You can do that on Instagram. That's where I started it. But now I've started using it on Facebook, and it's been working really well. I've been able to get a lot of people to accept my friend requests just from doing that in the last like week. I started doing that on Facebook, and it's been working well. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Another way that you can do it, guys, I've met some people in groups. You have to be a little careful because a lot of groups are very sensitive, but I do think it's important to talk about it because I've gotten a lot of good customers that way and distributors. But whatever you guys are into, I know Claire and I have talked about like, you know, those 5 things that you're into. Find groups with those 5 things. Like I'm in mom groups. I'm in groups with kids with eczema, like stuff that like I can relate to. So they're easy conversation starters. A lot of times, yeah, dog mom groups. I've had people that have asked for remedies for their kids' eczema, and I've sent them like the bath oils that I use and stuff like that. And that's just how the conversation starts. And then next thing you know, we're talking about the products, or we're talking about the business opportunity, but it all started because of a message of common interest in one of the groups. And then you add them, and then they just start seeing your personal posts, and then they're inclined to ask about what's going on. Like I said, whether product or business. And then I wanted to talk about a little bit my daily non-negotiables really quick. So a lot of people are like, so where do I even start? Like, what are things that like I just need to do? Like, tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. So these are my daily non-negotiables that I do every single day that I do not skip because I feel like it hurts my algorithm, honestly. And so I do it every single day. So my Facebook happy birthdays. I know every single morning when you guys get up, Facebook notifies you and says it's so-and-so's birthday. Go to all of them and message them, guys. Message them. It's really good for your algorithm. When you message somebody and they message you back, or even when they don't message you back, you just sending that initial message helps your algorithm. They start seeing your posts, guys. Your stories will show up first on their phone, like on the top. They'll start watching your stories. They'll start seeing your posts. Messaging is so important for algorithms. So every single morning I message every single person whose birthday it is, and I just say happy birthday with a balloon. That's literally as simple as my birthday wishes are. Literally happy birthday exclamation mark with a balloon. And then I can't even tell you how many times that started conversations about the product because they start seeing all my posts. Because think about it, guys, you're friends with 2,000 people on your Facebook. You don't see 2,000 people's stuff on your newsfeed. You see the same 15 people's stuff over and over and over again because that's the people you interact with. So when you message people and interact with them, they start seeing your stuff, guys. So it's so important that you're messaging. So my Facebook birthdays are definitely a non-negotiable for me. Interaction. I usually do it for at least two times a day. When you really should do it more, but this is like my minimum. 2 times a day for 15 minutes straight, I will go and interact hard with my newsfeed. That means I heart every single thing that comes up on my newsfeed. If you don't feel like you should heart it, then you need to unfollow them because then they're hogging up space on your newsfeed and they're not a potential. So you should be interacting hard with everybody on your newsfeed, hearting their stuff, commenting on everything. Again, super good for your algorithm. When you comment on their stuff, they're going to start seeing your posts, guys. It's all about interaction. So, for 15 minutes straight, I will heart everything. If it's something that I don't feel like I want to heart, I go to their profile and I unfollow them. That gives space for a new potential in my newsfeed that I can interact with. So just think about it that way. So I'll do that for 15 minutes straight. I usually do that on my breaks because I still work full-time, guys. So it just goes to show you can have a full-time job and be a mom and still work your business and be successful. So I literally will, for 15 minutes, just like on my breaks at work, interact really hard with people's stuff. Usually I'll do that before I get out of bed in the morning for work. when I'm just laying there and like waiting till last minute to get out of bed. And then I'll do it on my break. I'll do it on my lunch. I'll do it on my second break at work. And then like when I get home, I have the rest of the evening if I decide to break it up more. But I usually at least twice a day for 15 minutes. So at least 30 minutes minimum of interacting is what I do. And then expanding. I know Claire talked about sending friend requests out. I have every single day at least 15 people accept my friend request. Now that doesn't mean I send out 15 friend requests a day. That means I'm sending out 50 to 200 friend requests a day, guys. But I'm just making sure a minimum of 15 people accept my friend request because I want to make sure that I'm getting them into my network. A really good, easy way to make sure you get 15 minimum is to make sure you're getting your daily host to post up. Again, guys, super, super important. Claire is literally proof of that today. Signed 2 customers from host to post, guys. If you're not at least doing 3 host to post a day, I don't know what you guys are doing because I'm telling you, it pays off. I've had host to post before where, okay, I was just telling Claire this morning, guys, I'm going to be vulnerable and honest. I had 7 host to post yesterday. Only one of them had 3 comments. The rest of them were duds, had 0 comments. Guys, everybody has posts like that. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But just realize the more no's that you get, you're that much closer to a yes, guys. And I was about to give up on host to post completely in the beginning of my business because I was like, these do not work. There's absolutely no way that people bring in volume this way. Guys, they work. Now I'm like a year and a half in, guys, and 95% of my customers are host to post, and I sign 15 to 30 customers a month. So important, guys, that you're doing these host to posts. I had one, after I was about to give up, I had one host to post, signed 3 loyal customers for it, over 100 volume. So after that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never not doing these. And so I swear by them, guys. You just have to be consistent. Even if you think that they're not working, they can work. You just have to be consistent. So I just wanted to say host posts, yeah, a minimum of 3 a day. If you're a rock star, do 5 to 10. If you do more than 10, it starts getting freaking crazy, guys. And then you get blocked from messaging people because you send so many messages that Facebook spams you. And they're like, yeah, Claire was actually in that boat today. So she was blocked from messaging because she sent so many messages yesterday. So you just have to be super, super careful, guys. I really would say 3 to 5 is really what you should be shooting for because comments trickle in too. So like I still get people that comment on host posts from like last week because somebody will comment on it and then algorithm resurfaces the post and everybody starts seeing it again, and then you start getting comments on them again. So really like 3 to 5 is what you should be doing. And those are pretty much my daily non-negotiables. Did you have any other ones that you wanted to add on there, Claire? Or is that pretty much what you do too?
That's pretty much what I do, but I did want to touch on when it comes to host to post and when it comes to the fact that you have that loyal customer, they're literally giving you either their information for you to sign them up in your back office, or they're signing up themselves, upselling, especially with this ThermoFi X host to post. ThermoFi X is only 30 GV. So even the cleanse is 36 GV. So something that goes hand in hand with the ThermoFi X is the cleanse. So we have, which would be, hold on, I'm really bad at math. It's 66 GV. I got it, we're good. But, so the ThermoFi X and the cleanse, that's 66 GV. So what I've been doing, I will actually send this. I can't believe that I forgot to do it when I was talking about host to post earlier. But this is the message that I've been sending to people, and it didn't work for anybody today, but that's okay. This is what I've been sending. It says, awesome. So these people that I've been getting this for, I'm actually signing them up myself. They're giving me all of their information, which we can send you that script too. So I'm saying, awesome, I'm going to get this entered for you now. Before I place it, I just wanted to let you know that a lot of people have been pairing this with our cleanse. It's aloe-based, so no running to the bathroom, and you can eat on it. People lose between 2 to 10 pounds just from this alone. It works out to be a little over $1 per day, so $36 total extra. Is that something that you'd be interested in? I had 3 or 4 people last week that were like, yeah, sure, throw that in. So then my 30 GV order went to 66 GV. just for me asking a simple question. That is something that we always want to do. If you're concerned or you don't know what products can go with what, just ask me or Carly. We can give you a ton of multiples. There's plenty. Yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. Anything else from you, Carly?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about, sorry, I didn't realize you unmuted me, so I was like raising my hand. I feel like I'm back in high school. But hold on, wait, let me send this really quick. I have to relog in from my phone to send it. 507. But I just wanted to talk about hold on, wait, guys. My phone's freaking out. Hold on, sorry, I can't multitask, guys. Give me just 2 seconds.
While Carly gets her life together, I just want to say something that was that was said to us at conference. The money is in the follow-up. I literally have that written down in all of my notebooks that have anything to do with ItWorks, because that is so true. Like I said earlier, 3 days in a row, and if they don't answer me, I ask them to do a host a post. 9 out of 10 times they say sure.
Okay, it broke it up kind of weird. I don't know if you guys heard. Oh shoot, did I send that privately? No, can everybody see that message? Okay, it broke it up kind of weird. I don't know why. I'm going to send it in the chat. Or Claire, if you want to send it in the chat, I just don't want people to copy it from here and then it send like that. You know what I'm talking about? How it broke down weird. So Claire will send them in the chat. I wanted to talk about posting about the business, because Rachel said something on the 90-day push today when I was just watching the video, and it really stuck with me, where she was talking about oh, of course, now I just lost it when I said it just stuck with me. But she was talking about if your mouth is shut, like if your mouth is closed, so is your business. So if you guys aren't posting about your business, people don't know that you're open for business, guys. So really wanted to talk about the importance of posting about the products once a day and posting about the business opportunity once a day. And it's really important because of the promos that we have going on right now. Guys, even if you don't have the codes, somebody is willing to share, guys. We have plenty. Between Claire and I, we have plenty, because we have significant others that are signed up in the business as our downline. And so we have a lot of codes right now. So guys, you need to be posting all the time, because we will give you codes if you have people to sign up. And like I said, if your mouth is shut, your business is shut, your business door is shut, because people just don't know what you even have to offer if you're not talking about it. So something that I've been doing, I didn't want to touch too much into it, but stories right now are really, really important for your algorithm. We learned about this at conference when we had Julie Solomon there. She's a social influencer, and she was talking about Facebook algorithm and stuff like that, and even Instagrams. And I've noticed a difference. In the last week, I've been posting consistently on my Instagram story several times a day, not even just like once a day. And my stories are getting like triple the amount of views that they used to get. And it's solely because I'm just consistently posting on my story, and I'm not just randomly like every other day posting something. So when you're consistently posting, it's really, really good for your algorithm. Even just like random stuff. So like I will do like a business post, and then I'll do like a personal post, like something with Cohen Q. So because you don't want to be so spammy that people don't want to watch your stories and they unfollow you or unfriend you. So I just find it's really, really important to like incorporate these products and this business into your life. It's made such a huge difference. And just in the last week alone with my stories, just mixing the two together, but making sure that every couple hours I'm posting something. Super, super important. Claire, I'm gonna have to kill you if this picture is it's loading right now. But yeah, so that is super, super important. If you guys don't even know where to begin on posts, follow some top leaders. I know we've talked about this on Zooms before. Half of you guys are probably tired of me listing off these names, but like Tiffany Hurt, Claire Flores, Amber Parker, Jocelyn Yates, Morgan Martin, Cheyenne Knox, all these people, guys. Ashley Bloom, one of my favorites. I was so sad she wasn't at conference this year. She just had a baby. So that's why. Jade Hooper, Joel and Stephanie Dunn, Cassie Westland. She's number 2 in the company, and she's like 23 years old. And she literally is number 2 income earner in this company. All these people, guys, the millennials are starting to really come up. If you go follow them on Facebook and Instagram, I don't know if you guys know this, but on Instagram, if you watch other people's stories, like for instance, just for shits and giggles, if I go to like Claire's story, say I want to take this story of hers, if you hold it down, you can't even see because my screen's dark, but it takes her name out of the corner, like where it says like Claire and her thing, and you guys can screenshot it and then literally just add it to your story. It's that simple, guys. Super, super simple. So it's a really, really good way to just make sure that you're consistently posting. If you're following all these top leaders, you can constantly be taking little bits and pieces from each one of their stories and then adding your personal life into it. Like I showed you that video of Cohen laughing at inside in my bed at 6:30 this morning. That little rugrat is never up early, but he was up at 6:30 this morning. I was like, oh, okay. But just stuff like that, if you mix it all together, your views will go up. You will have people messaging you asking what this stuff is about. People are going to start seeing your stuff. It's good for your algorithm. So I just wanted to talk about that. You really should. And we want to stay away from the spammy stuff. You don't want to be getting, granted, sometimes you can get stuff off Pinterest, that's good. But for the most part, those Pinterest photos, those spammy looking green and black and bling photos, like you do want to stay away from those. Those worked at one point, but they don't anymore. Times are changing. And so I just think that it's really, yes, Charity Holden is so funny. I love her. I freaking love her. I forgot about her for a hot minute. Savannah Fletcher, Erin Tweed. Yes, Erin Tweed. Freaking love her. Ashley Mayfield. Yes. I'm surprised Annie wasn't the one to say that one. She loves Ashley Mayfield. But yeah, so these are all really, really great people to follow. Go and follow them. Find them on Facebook. Find them on Instagram and start utilizing their resources that they're giving you, their stories. Literally, you can just hold down your screen and screenshot it and then put it on your story, guys. That's simple. If you don't even have the time to like put them together. Something else I really want to start doing, and I just kind of thought about this, but maybe on like a Saturday or a Sunday for an hour, we can all hop on. What I like to do is if I have like an hour and a half, sometimes even 2 hours, but I won't keep you guys on that long. What I love to do is like plan out my post for the upcoming week because I know I'm going to be busy and I work all the time. And then I come home. My alarm goes off at 4:45 a.m. I am out the door by 6 o'clock with Cohen ready for school and us ready for work. By the time I get home, it's dinner time. We do dinner, bath, and it's bedtime, just like that. So I just feel like I never have time. So what I'll do on Saturday is I'll sit for an hour and a half and I'll plan out like 3 posts a day for the next week so that I know that if I don't have time, I at least have posts set up ready to go already. And I have a really cool app. So if we talk about doing that, we'll do a whole nother Zoom for that. But I have an app that I use to keep track of my posts ready and everything. So, but yeah, so it's just super, super important, the consistency to be posting every single day. Now, you don't want to be posting so much about the business that you become like a billboard on Facebook, like an advertisement. Again, you want to be posting personal stuff. So I post all the time about my family. I post about Zach. I talk about how we're a blended family. I post about my faith. I post about food all the time. I post about that stuff, but then I make sure in between all of those posts, I'm saying something about the products. And something else that I've learned a lot about is that less is more. So I will just barely talk about one of the products in my post. Like I'll post a picture of like a really carby meal and I'll just be like, thank goodness for my fat fighters. And that's all I'll say about it. But then I have like 3 people message me and be like, so what do those fat fighters do exactly? I've just learned that less is more, and you don't want to share too much. Oh, so cute. And so, because I have realized that I've been doing a lot of word vomiting. I did that a lot in the beginning of the business, and it's really easy too because you just want to seal the deal so bad that you just want to tell them everything, even the stuff that they haven't even thought to ask yet. And it comes back and it'll bite you in the butt. So less is more, guys. And if you don't know, you are never, never, never bothering me or Claire. If it's after 8 p.m., I might be asleep, but guys, you're not bothering me. I will respond first thing in the morning when my alarm goes off at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's okay to make people wait sometimes too. I used to get really stressed out about that, and it literally does not matter, guys. People don't want you. They don't want, like, you don't want to come off desperate, like you really need to close that sale anyways. So it's okay to make people wait sometimes. It's not going to, like, your business is not going to depend on that one message right then and there. So just try to keep that in mind, and we get back to you within a reasonable amount of time. But you're never bothering us. Send us screenshots. We will help you until you feel comfortable enough. I did that with Rachel. I literally was just sending her screenshots, texting her all the time, utilizing my eSuite. Like I said, that's where I got a lot of my knowledge. And then just leaning on Rachel, my upline, just leaning on whoever signed you to help you get through until you, like, it starts sticking in your head. It eventually does, believe it or not, guys. And then you just like think about it in your sleep. So yeah, is there anything else that you wanted to touch on, Claire? I feel like I shared a lot more than I was expecting to. Oh, I wanted to talk a little bit about the event that they were doing tonight, because they'll keep it open. I know that it's happening right now. If you guys didn't know that there was an event, but they'll keep it up. So all your potentials for the next couple days, like I'm going to go hard for potential DTs while we have these codes, and I'm going to keep sending them to that link. Did you want to share anything about it, Claire? Or do you want me to talk about it?
I don't have anything in particular, only that if you have anybody that is seriously considering joining and they're still just that little bit unsure, this event will seal the deal. I signed 2 DTs from the last one, and I'm still sending people that event because they still have it open. So it's good that we're having another one so that you can keep it updated.
Okay, something that I kind of wanted to, I wasn't originally planning on talking about this, but a lot of people don't even know where to start to get potentials for distributors if they're not just like jumping at you right away. Or once you've hit all your warm markets. Sorry guys, I have heartburn right now really bad. I've had it since Florida and I don't know why, guys. But anyways, so a cold message that I've been using, I'm going to share it with you guys, but you have to all promise me. I'm looking at each and every one of your faces individually right now. You guys have to promise me that you're not going to copy and paste my message, because it hurts both of our business. Because if we somehow send it to the same person, they will never trust us ever again, because they're going to be like, oh, we're just copy and paste victims. So you have to swear to me that you guys don't use my cold message. You guys have to change it up a little bit. I've been actually keeping it really simple since coming home from conference. Let me log back into the Zoom on my phone so I can just copy and paste it. But I've just been literally keeping it simple, and it has had so many conversations this week. I literally, guys, just swallowed my pride, and I've been sending it to the people that I've wanted on my team, and been too scared to even ask. And a lot of them have been responding literally like so nice, so nice. And what's crazy to me, I'm way more comfortable messaging on Facebook. I've never been comfortable with messaging on Instagram. I was always really scared, but people are so much nicer on Instagram than they can be on Facebook. I don't know what it is about Facebook, but everyone thinks they're like Facebook warriors, like behind the computer screen or something. I don't know what the deal is, but you get those few mean people and you're like, I don't know what happened. Instagram, I swear, no one's mean. Even if they're not interested, they're like, no, but thank you so much for thinking about me. I'm like, it's the weirdest thing, guys. And I was so scared to message on Instagram, and they're so much nicer. It's so weird, guys. I really wasn't expecting it. Okay, let me join in here really quick so that I can send the cold message. It's going to pop up, but there's 2 of me. Okay. So I've literally just been going to people. Sorry, Savannah messaged me. And just been saying this. So like, for instance, this, like, I obviously change the name every time, but like when I see their like selfie come up or whatever on Instagram, I heart it. I go to their page, heart 2 more pictures, comment on 1, and then I message them. And I say, hi, Emma, I see you posting all these bomb selfies like a social influencer with the bomb and then like laughing emoji and like the hands up. because I'm really awkward. And so that's like a little icebreaker for me. And then I say, have you ever thought about making money while working your social media accounts? Thought I'd ask you with our killer promo that on signing up right now. So I've just been sending that out. Yes, make sure you are changing names. Dude, it still happens to me, guys. I've been in this business for a year and a half. That happened to me yesterday. And I literally, what happened was the name was, I'm going to be so honest with you guys because this is real. Her name was Jessica, but the last person I had sent it to, her name was Serenity. And so it said Serenity, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like autocorrect, even though that's awkward because it's nowhere close on the keyboard. Guys, but she believed me. It was so funny because then I was like, dude, I just did that the other day, but it came back like I used a different word or something. I was like, at least yours auto-corrected to another name. And she was like, haha, that's so funny. Like, she totally bought it. And I was like, whoo, whoo. I'm so dead, guys, because you guys have to be careful. It still happens. And if it happens, guys, laugh it off. It's not the end of the world. Your business is not going to crash down to the ground because you sent one person the wrong name. So just laugh it off, walk away. It's no big deal. Usually you can play it off, guys. But I just had to share that. Was really, really funny because her name was Jessica, and I definitely sent Serenity, and then I said it was an auto correction. But she totally bought it, guys, so it's okay. So you just got to play it off. People don't know. So I just wanted to share that because it still happens to everybody. So yeah, just make sure you're changing the name. But that's been a really good conversation starter for me, guys. Really, really good. And then as soon as people were kind of like, literally people are like, yeah, but I'm like honestly scared. Like I've thought about it, but like I just am not a salesperson or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I really didn't think I was either. And I have this opportunity event happening tomorrow night, and I would love for you to hop on it. Do you mind if I add you over on Facebook and send you an invite? And they're usually like, yeah, sure. As soon as they find out, it's like no strings attached, no obligation. Like they're like, yeah, sure, I'll tune in. And then you just tell them to click going when you send them the message on Facebook. So I've literally got people from Instagram to let me accept them on Facebook because of this. Like I'll say, hey, like I have this opportunity event actually that I'm doing tomorrow night. Oh, look at Rhett. I'll be like, I have this opportunity event that we're doing tomorrow night. Do you mind if I add you over on Facebook and I'll send you an invite? And they're like, yeah, sure. So then I add them on Facebook, and then I message them, guys, good for your algorithm again, message them the link to the opportunity, and you just tell them to click going because it pops up like I'll show you one right now that I did. So this was a girl I literally got off Instagram. She's so, so cute, super into fitness. She was like, I'm scared, but I've been thinking about it. So I said, hey, do you mind if I add you on Facebook? We're actually doing an opportunity event tomorrow night. I would love for you just to tune in and watch it. There's no obligation, no strings attached. We just talk about what we do, like why we joined and what it's done for us. And they're always like, yeah, sure. So then I added her on Facebook. I sent the link to her, and when it sends it, it like sends this little thing and it says like interested or going. So then I say, just click going to make sure that you get the notification when it starts. So when it started at 8 o'clock tonight, she got a notification saying that the event was starting. So it reminded her to hop on. So again, guys, super, super useful to use these opportunity events. Top leaders are coming together so that they literally are sealing the deal for you. All you got to do is get them on that call, guys. What I've even done in the past is told people, if I see that you've hopped on, I will send a free sample in the mail. So I'll send them, like, I have bought a box of berry greens, so it comes with 30. And I literally will just send them a berry green in the mail for hopping on. And a lot of times they'll sign. Annie is a victim of this. Annie literally was a part of a opportunity event call. She saw my post when I came home from Tampa last year from conference, wanted to know what the business was about. I was like, hey, well, we have this opportunity event happening. So I invited her to it. She watched it, and then she joined, guys. So you just have to get the people on it, and then the top leaders will seal the deal for you. So, so simple. You just have to get them on. Anything else you wanted to touch on, Claire?
I think we pretty much covered it. That's all I had written down in my notes.
Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, let's open the floor to some questions.
Just while we're on here. But yeah, guys, I really highly recommend you guys come to conference next year. So, so good. And it's so fun. Who doesn't want to go to Florida with all they're friends like that we've known forever. Claire, I literally almost ugly Kim K cried because we've been best friends. Literally for the last like 8 months, we talk every single day. Every single day. We like, if we're not, we're texting 24/7 every single day. Like as soon as we both wake up, we text each other. Literally, it's like the first thing I do. I wake up and I'm like, morning. And then we text like until we fall asleep every single day. And we FaceTime usually every day. And yeah, and Caitlin, I got to meet Caitlin for the first time at conference. So cool, guys. I'm telling you, you guys just have to be there. It's such a good experience.
There was a block party with fireworks, and then we went out and did karaoke. We got really drunk, and that wasn't good, but it was so fun.
I'm so dead. Annie took a video.
Free alcohol, Jacqueline. Not free.
I wish, literally.
It would have been a lot worse.
Dude. We did karaoke. Guys, we found this really cool bar after that we wanted to go to. So we just went because we just looked up, guys. We were like drunk and we're like, let's look up karaoke near us. So we looked up karaoke near us. We went to the bar and literally Claire and I sang like 3 songs of karaoke on the stage. I'm like about to cry.
By myself. That was terrifying. And not only did I do it by myself, but everybody in the bar was like as if I was freaking Carrie Underwood up there.
Guys, it was like a concert. Annie has videos that she sent us. Everyone's like jamming out, like singing with Claire, and she's on the stage singing Carrie Underwood. I was so dead. So funny. It was literally like a concert. It was so funny. It was.
Annie should totally send that in the group. That's freaking hilarious. No, I sang Carrie Underwood, Jacqueline. You would think that I would sing Miley Cyrus, but I didn't.
What else did we sing? What did we sing? What did we sing? We sang something.
We sang Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
I don't even remember what the next song that we had lined up is, but remember so me and Carly stayed at
We got kicked out at 3 a.m. Literally, we got kicked out of the bar.
We were like, the other girls wanted to leave because they were so tired, and we were like, but we have another song lined up. So we didn't leave. They didn't even
like, you're like 4 songs away.
Yeah.
We're like 4 songs away, and the next thing you know, we went up and they're like, oh, you're 7 songs away. We're like, that doesn't make any sense. And then we go back and he's like, you see this huge stack of papers? Yeah, you're like number 38. We're like, hell.
And then like the next second it was like, okay, it's 3 a.m. time to go home. We were like, what?
I'm pretty sure we were just so drunk that they were like, okay, let's just like not put them back on stage. There was a girl that held her microphone upside down though, so we weren't on that level at least.
Oh my God. No, but my first time that I went up on stage, I literally almost busted my butt. I like went to jump up with both feet and I fell backwards and I was like, nope, can't do that.
I'm so dead. That was so funny.
Yeah. But I just realized
I'm
that
insane.
all of that was being recorded. So awesome.
So funny. I was watching the videos the next morning. I'm like, oh dear God. I just remember stumbling in at 3:30 in the morning. And guys, this is TMI, and I just realized we're still recording. This is funny.
Hold on, stop the recording. This is embarrassing. Okay, anybody else? If you're not in the Zoom, you missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, we're cutting that. We're gonna cut that out.